I guess I'm live. So this is my first YouTube live, so I don't know what I'm doing, guys. So if I do anything goofy on here, please just ignore it. Anyways, today I just thought I'd pop on and answer a quick question that I've seen come up a lot, and that is Kajabi versus Kartra. Which one should you use for hosting your courses and building your sales funnels and all of that good stuff? So I use both of them, and I answered a question in a Facebook group, I guess it was yesterday, about this, and I kind of ended up getting carried away and writing a bunch of details. So I thought, so that more people can benefit from the info, I would put it here on E-Biz Buzz, and hopefully it helps some of you guys decide what to use. So I use both. Like I said, I use Kajabi for hosting my courses, and I'm using Kartra for all of my sales funnels, landing pages, and all of that kind of thing. So you might be wondering, well, why am I doing both? Because both of them are marketed as an all-in-one platform, right? So why on earth would you want to use more than one? So here's why. Well, Kajabi is kind of like I feel like it's kind of like the gold standard for course hosting. They have more feature-rich platform when it comes to course hosting. But on the other hand, for your email marketing and sales funnel building, landing page building and all that kind of thing, Kartra is a bit more sophisticated. So if you're on a very tight budget, I would probably lean towards Kartra. I'll just tell you that right off the hop right now. That is what I would do. But if you can afford to if you're in a budgetary realm where you can afford to do the best of both worlds, then by all means, choose both. I got in, full disclosure, at Kajabi when they had their founders plan way back on launch. So I've got a good price going on for that, which also helps make it more affordable for me to use both. So just full honesty, full disclosure there, so you also know the reason for that. So anyways, here's some questions that somebody had asked to help them differentiate between the two and what would suit their needs. First, membership site. They wanted a membership site that would allow them to have multiple levels of membership. Both platforms can do that, you guys. So you could pick either one and you can do it. How you're going to set it up is going to be different on each platform. There's going to be nuances that you're going to have to work around, but both can accomplish that. Next, a storefront for digital and physical products. Both Kartra and Kajabi can do this as well. With Kajabi, it pretty much automatically generates a store page for you. Once you have all of your products set up, it will automatically kind of populate your storefront page with those if you set up your account that way. Whereas with Kartra, I believe you would have to manually set up that page. Now, to me, that's not a deal breaker though, because honestly, it's not that big of a deal just to put your little product image there and then a link to the sales page for each one. It's not going to take that long. So slight differences in how you set it up, but they can both do it. Let's see. Affiliate capability. That's another big one. Both of them can do this too. From what I can see, looking at both Kajabi and Kartra, I think they're both going to do a perfectly fine job at managing affiliate stuff. That being said, I am working on an event right now that is going to launch in the new year. For that, I'm running all my affiliate stuff through Kartra. And the reason for that is because Kartra has it just has a much more robust analytics and tracking type of functionality compared to Kajabi. Their email marketing in Kartra is better. So I'm building that out in Kartra as well. So because all of that stuff is going to be in Kartra, it just made more sense to do the affiliate stuff and the checkout there as well. But prior to this, I was using Kajabi for my checkout stuff. This was before I discovered Kartra. And so for that, then yeah, I was just using Kajabi for my affiliate stuff because I think it's just easier to have your affiliate tracking and your shopping cart stuff all in one platform, because then they all talk to each other properly and it makes your tracking much simpler. But anyways, both platforms can handle affiliates. Videos. Now this is a big one you guys got to take into account. Okay, so Kartra has limits on how much bandwidth you guys can have for the videos being watched. And if you go over your monthly allowance, they're going to charge you. So if you're making gobs of money, you're not going to care about that. But if you're just getting started and cash flow is a little iffier, then yeah, you're probably going to be a little bit concerned at the potential to pay more. So here's what I am doing. For any pages I build in Kartra, I'm just going ahead and using Vimeo Pro because it's pretty affordable. I just renewed my membership I guess this week, I think it was. And it's not that expensive for Vimeo Pro. And then what I do is I upload my videos to Vimeo Pro and embed them on Kartra pages. So that way I don't have to worry about any bandwidth limits on Kartra. But if I were going to put my videos, upload them into Kartra and let Kartra host the videos, well, then that's a different story. That's when you do have to actually do a little research and find out how much bandwidth your videos are going to use, do a rough estimate based on your traffic and so on, so that you're not accidentally spending way more on bandwidth for videos than you intended. So that's that. Now, here's the other thing though, Kajabi, nice thing about Kajabi is that they do not charge you extra for bandwidth for your videos. So this is one reason for my courses. This is another reason why I like Kajabi, because I do have some video content in my courses. I don't have to worry about how many people are watching that video, how many times they're watching that video, and so on, because I don't get charged based on how much they watch. I just pay my flat monthly fee, and it includes all of that. The video hosting in Kajabi is really good. Last I checked, they were using Wistia behind the scenes for all of that, and that's like a top of the line video hosting provider. So the quality is really good. So I have no complaints. So basically, when it comes to my courses, I really love the fact that I can just upload all the videos I want to my courses, and I don't have to worry about bandwidth charges causing me to have to pay unexpected overage charges. So with Kajabi, you can kind of upload videos with wild abandon, and you're not going to pay more. But with Kartra, you got to be a little more mindful of which videos you're going to have hosted in Kartra and which ones you won't, so that you won't accidentally go over your limits for bandwidth. Blogging, you can blog with both of them, as you'll see on their websites. So both are capable of doing this with some setup on your part. They're not going to be as feature rich as WordPress though. So that's something you should be aware of. If you're a total fan of WordPress and you love all of that functionality, you're not going to get the exact same thing in Kartra or Kajabi. That being said, you can do a pretty good job of duplicating the main features that you would require. So with this, personally, I'm using WordPress for my own blog, full disclosure. I don't like having all my eggs in one basket. That just makes me nervous. So WordPress is where I'm staying for my blog. But if I were going to do the all-in-one thing and I were going to pick either Kajabi or Kartra for my blog, I honestly think that Kajabi is just a little easier to run a blog on compared to Kartra. Kartra recently added a sites feature, which allows you to have a standard footer, header, logo, that kind of thing on your site. So that makes blogging a little easier because you don't have to manually input a header, footer, and all of that on each new page. But I still think Kajabi's implementation of the blogging feature is just a little more slick than the one on Kartra. So courses, we already touched on that. You guys know this. They both will allow you to have courses. And a lot of people wonder if you can drip content on your courses. Kajabi definitely allows you to do this. And you guys, I'm really sorry, but I don't know if Kartra lets you do this. My courses are all in Kajabi, so I haven't had to look into whether or not Kartra can do it. But I'm sure a quick perusal of their website would answer that question. So quizzes. Quizzes is a big one. It's nice to have that on perhaps your landing pages or maybe in your courses. I have one of my courses that I use quizzes heavily, and I think it helps a lot with students to be able to assess how well they've mastered the material. So with Kartra, as far as I know, they do not have a built-in quiz feature yet. It is on the roadmap. So by the time you watch this, depending on when you see this, maybe they'll have it by then. But at the time I'm filming this right now, they don't have it. So Kajabi, on the other hand, they do have a quiz feature, which is great. They call them assessments. And like I said, I use them heavily in one of my courses, and they do the job quite nicely. Now, what about a scheduler for appointments and a calendar of events? Kartra released a calendar feature fairly recently. I don't use it because I have a lifetime plan on another calendar service, Book Like a Boss. I got it through AppSumo, a lifetime deal. So I use that for all my calendar stuff, and I just don't see the point in reinventing the wheel and starting over again. But if you do not currently have a calendar service that you use and love, Kartra has a built-in feature which could come in handy. Kajabi does not have an appointment scheduler built into their platform, so you would have to use a third-party service for that. Next, PDF download storage. You might have these as like lead magnets and that kind of thing, or maybe you'll have downloads as part of your courses and that kind of thing. So similarly, this works similarly to video. So on Kartra, it's all going to be, going towards your tally for the bandwidth that you're allowed to use. But with Kajabi, you don't have to worry about any of that. You could have a bazillion people downloading your PDFs and you're not going to have to be figuring out if that's going to cause you to go over your bandwidth limits. So that is good news with Kajabi, and I really like that, to be honest. Let's see, what else? Email marketing. So on this, you guys, it's a slam dunk that Kartra is far superior. I mean, I love Kajabi. Their customer service is top notch, and I think they're a great company. But their email marketing is nowhere near as sophisticated as what Kartra can do for you. Kartra has far more advanced automations that you can do, segmenting, tracking, analytics, and split testing. And all. It's just easier on Kartra, and you can do more with Kartra. So if your email marketing needs are very streamlined and simple, you'd probably be perfectly happy with Kajabi. But I like to have lots of options to do whatever I want. I don't want to have an idea that, oh, I want to do this thing. I think this would be really cool, and then find out I can't do it. With Kartra, I haven't run into that problem even once, but with Kajabi, I'm sorry to say it did happen. One other thing, and this is purely anecdotal because I have not tested it, but it comes up a lot, is deliverability. Kartra, they're really, really, really emphasizing deliverability with their email, but Kajabi, I don't think they're ignoring that by any means. I mean, they're a smart team and that kind of thing. But anecdotally, what I hear from people that have used both, I hear that Kartra's deliverability is a bit better. So bear that in mind if you're considering switching. Payments and the shopping cart, both platforms can do that. So you don't need a separate shopping cart service if you use either of these. Member forums. Okay. This is not currently available in Kartra, but Kajabi technically has it. They call it community, and I was really excited when I saw it come out because I could see a lot of potential uses for this. However, it's really bare bones right now, you guys. So if you were expecting something with, say, the like the more sophisticated functionality of something like vBulletin or something, you're not going to get that with Kajabi's community feature. In fact, even Facebook groups right now, I think, have more to offer than the Kajabi communities feature. Now, Kajabi, from what I see in their groups and that kind of thing, there's a lot of demand for them to beef up their community features. So I think in time, they're probably going to build it out and make it more sophisticated and have more options. But at this current time, it's pretty simple, bare bones. So I don't think many people would get a lot of use out of it. So that's just my personal opinion. So that's basically my opinion on the two. I've had great customer service from both. I honestly feel like the teams behind both are really committed to, doing a great job with their platforms and, making them the best that they can be. I'm happy with both, but right now my online business life is definitely split between the two and will remain that way for the foreseeable future. So Kajabi is where all my courses live, and Kartra is where my funnels and email marketing live. I've still got a little bit with ActiveCampaign, but that's slowly being migrated over to Kartra. So anyways, I hope that helps you decide if you're trying to choose between Kartra or Kajabi, because it's a big decision and there's so much information out there. It can be tough to decide. If you have questions for me about either of the platforms, please feel free to leave a comment and I will answer it as soon as I see it and do my best to help you out. I've got some links in the description of the video for both of them. Those are affiliate links, of course, because why not? You can check those out if you want to try them. Kartra has a $1 trial, last I checked. So it doesn't really cost you very much to give them a whirl for 2 weeks and really dig around and see how you like it. Kajabi, I'm pretty sure they still have a free trial going on. But again, check their websites for what's current at the time that you are looking at this. I honestly feel like the best way to decide between them, truth, is to use them, because there's always going to be nuances that you're not going to be able to fully appreciate until you've actually given them a try. So at least that's been my experience with any email marketing service, or any service I've used for courses or whatever. I always find things that I didn't think to ask before signing up, that I only notice when I'm trying to build something using the service. So for that reason, I highly, highly recommend take advantage of like the $1 trial with Kartra and try to build some stuff and see if it suits your workflow. And with Kajabi, a free trial is a no-brainer. You can just give it a whirl and again, try to build some stuff and see if you can do what you need to do. I mean, granted, you might spend a couple days doing this, but I think it's well worth it because then you try before you buy, try before you commit. And that way, at least you're only spending 2 days figuring it out and you maximize the chance of making the best possible decision for your business rather than jumping in blind and then months later, realizing you made the wrong choice. So that's my advice to you. And I hope you found this helpful. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you thought. And subscribe to my channel if you want to see more tool tip reviews and that kind of thing. And don't forget to hit the notification bell too, so that you'll be notified when new videos come out. Talk to you guys later. Now I got to figure out how to end this live. My first time ever doing live on YouTube. So, there it is. Okay, bye guys.